a fast and easy way to create clips for PVC pipe. Cut off a small end of the PVC pipe and slice it in half lengthwise. Secure the half into the wall with a screw. Now we can press down to clip our PVC pipe into the two halves. Now we'll be installing a ball valve. We need to stop the flow of water from this pipe, so we'll use a dowel. Gently hammer it in and then saw it flush if necessary. Next, we'll install the ball valve onto the pipe. This step will differ according to the kind of valve you're using. Once finished, carefully remove the dowel using a drill. Close the valve to complete the installation. Here's what it looks like from the other side when you install a hollow wall support into drywall. As it tightens, the wings flare out, which provides the support. We can make some very sturdy wall clips from the tops of plastic bottles. We'll heat the edges with a heat gun and then bend them over with a pair of pliers. Now we can screw our new clips into the wall to hold cables and pipes in place. Check out this cool way to keep your charging cables on hand. Tape a couple of magnets to the bottom of a binder clip. Now we can put the binder clip on the edge of a table to keep our cables within reach. We can remove the excess paint from paint rollers with a string and an empty paper towel roll. Press the tube down the brush to squeeze out the paint. Here's a quick and easy way to attach two aluminum frames together. Drill the screw in perpendicularly until it passes through the metal. Then turn the screw vertically and pass it through the frame below. We can make perfect circles using only a zip tie and a couple of pencils. Pass the strap through the head, then fold the zip tie in half. Use one pencil in the center of the circle and the other to trace the circumference. The bristles on brooms are easily damaged. We can extend their life by adding a bit of double-sided tape to sweep up any loose dust and protect the bristles. We can squeeze out the last bit of toothpaste with this next trick. Zip tie two pencils together and pass the toothpaste tube between the pencils. Installing tongue and groove flooring should be done so that the ends of each boards don't line up with the neighboring ends. We can do this by lining the boards up initially and then sliding one board down, like so. Here's a great way to twist together wires. Drill two small holes into this washer head bolt and then insert the wires into the holes. Attach the bolt into the chuck and then hold the wires with a vise. Drill to twist the wires together. If we wrap this solder around these two wires, we can solder them together using a blowtorch to melt the solder. After long enough use, the stone on this circle knife sharpening machine is no longer square. We can fix that with the help of an angle grinder. Looks like this doormat just won't stay put. We can give it some extra grip by using a bit of plastic wrap. Fold it over a few times to match the size of the doormat. How about a glass of orange juice? Using the top of a plastic bottle, trace and cut out a circle on the top of the orange and replace the peel with the bottle top. Attach a screw eye into the chuck and drill inside the orange. Now we can pour out the orange juice from the bottle top. Now we'll wipe away the excess glue and saw the dowels flush. From here, we can screw in the hinge like normal. Here's a convenient way to help cut tape while packing up boxes. We'll use a small piece of the snap-off blade and tape it to the back of our thumb. Now we can easily cut the tape while packaging our boxes. We can apply some double-sided tape to this hammer to keep these small nails in place and to prevent us from hurting our fingers. Just stick the nail onto the double-sided tape and hammer it in. Our next project will be making a DIY drill bit. We'll fasten these 5 wood screws into this vise, and then shave off the heads using an angle grinder. Next, we'll hold all of the screws together with a zip tie. Attach it into the drill, and now we can drill holes into wood. Sometimes we need to install wire clips in difficult places. Instead of using a hammer, we can use this wood clamp to drive the nail into the wood. Now let's make a sanding drum drill bit out of some PVC pipe. We'll cut 2 pieces of the same length. On one piece, we'll cut it down the middle and wrap sandpaper around the outside. Then we'll push the other piece inside to secure the sandpaper. Next, we'll attach a bolt with washers on each side. Now we can attach it to our drill to make sanding a little bit easier. We can take this angle grinder disc and cut it into a few smaller discs for our rotary tool. We'll insert a small bolt through the center and attach it to the bit that connects to our rotary tool. Now we can make some incisions into this PVC pipe to create a little holster for our tools. With these 2 pieces of wood, we can mark out a square notch. Now we can mount a bracket to one end with some screws. We'll then attach our handle to this piece of MDF. This will help us hold our pieces in place while we drill holes. We can unwind this thick wire rope by first cutting it, then attaching it to our drill. Secure the wire into a vise and drill it in the opposite direction to separate the strands. We can then shave down one side of this bolt and drill a few holes through its center. We'll add some nuts and then one of our wire strands into each hole. Separate the strands on each wire, and now we can use this as a drill bit to clean the inside of this pipe. By fastening this hacksaw blade over some washers, we can use it to help us cleanly tear off smaller pieces of sandpaper. If you need to hide screws, a good way to do it is by first drilling a pilot hole and then use a spade bit to drill a larger hole. Now install the screw and fill the hole with wood glue. Next, we'll seal it with a large dowel with the same type of wood. When drilling holes normally, sometimes the edges around the hole will start to chip. If we start our holes by putting the drill in reverse, this will remove enough wood on the top layer to not chip away the surface. Then, we can drill the holes normally for a clean finish. Want to add some color to these Christmas lights? We can use these straws to help. Just insert the lights into the straws and cut the straws to the appropriate length.